When I have a meltdown, how can I still be open to what God has to tell me?
Well, it's funny that you asked me this question because I am a woman prone to meltdowns. So I completely understand. I think depending on the time of the month, a lot of us women are prone to meltdowns. But I like to think of my life in three categories. So if we had three buckets up here, this is the way I would think about things. And I would ask myself this question when I'm feeling pulled into a meltdown. My three buckets would say, out of my control, in my control, under my influence. And so when I think about these three buckets and I'm facing a situation that could trigger a meltdown, usually it's because I'm wallowing in things that are absolutely out of my control. I'm standing over my out of control bucket and focusing on how can I change these things that are beyond my control. But when we focus only on those things that are out of our control, it makes us act out of control. Therefore, I have to shift my focus. If this is out of my control, I have to step away from that and say, you know what? That situation, that is out of my control. I cannot control that. My energies and my efforts are better spent focusing on what I can control and what's under my influence. What I can control is my reaction. I think it's Emerson Eggerichs, I think he says this, my response is my responsibility. That's what I can control. Things can happen to me, but no one can tell me how to react, only I determine that. So my reaction is under my control. The other part is under my influence. I may not be able to control something, but I can have influence in it by praying every day, specifically about that situation. So while I can't control it, I can influence it. And I don't pray to change God. I pray so that God would change me. And so I understand that question about feeling out of control. I have 5 kids, life is crazy, things are hectic, there's a lot that's out of my control. So I shift and I say, God, you have given me the responsibility to be in control of my actions and my reactions, and you've given me the privilege to have other things under my influence through my prayer life. So if I rest my mind there, stop wallowing in what's out of control, focus on the other 2 things, then I think we'll act much more and react much more in a godly way.